Welcome to the world of pixels, perspective, and palette, where your knowledge of photography is tested. This is the Photo Mentor's Ultimate Photography Trivia Quiz. I'm your host, Charlie Clickster, here to guide you through this panorama of questions, quizzing your memory, challenging your understanding, and putting your knowledge to the ultimate test. Here are the rules. I will display a question and you will have 10 seconds before the answer is revealed. Are you ready? In which type of photography is the rule of thirds universally applied? A. Astrophotography. B. Portrait photography. C. Landscape photography. D. All of the above. The correct answer is D. All of the above. The rule of thirds is a basic principle in visual arts such as painting, photography, and design. The principle asserts that an image can be divided into 9 equal parts by 2 equally spaced horizontal lines and 2 equally spaced vertical lines. The key elements of your scene should then be placed along these lines, or at the intersections of them, for a balanced and appealing composition. This rule is applied across various types of photography, including astrophotography, portrait, and landscape. Which corporation launched the first ever digital camera? A. Sony. B. Canon. C. Kodak. D. Nikon. If you guessed Kodak, you would be correct. Kodak, the American company known for its long influence on the world of photography, launched the first digital camera. Invented in 1975 by an engineer named Steven Sasson, the device weighed 8 pounds and only had 0.01 megapixels. However, it took Kodak until 1991 to actually produce a digital camera for the consumer market. The Kodak DCS was launched in 1991 and is based on a stock Nikon F3 SLR with digital components. It used a 1.3 megapixel Kodak sensor and a separate shoulder-mounted processing and storage unit. It was followed by the upgraded DCS 400 series in 1994, which replaces the hard drive with a PCMCIA card slot. The DCS 400 series included the 1.5 megapixel DCS 420 and the 6 megapixel Kodak DCS 460, which retailed for $28,000. Within photography terminology, what does HDR refer to? A. High density resolution. B. High dynamic range. C. High definition rendering. D. High depth ratio. The correct answer is B. High dynamic range. HDR stands for high dynamic range in photography. This technique allows photographers to capture a greater range of tonal detail than a camera could capture in a single photo. This is achieved by combining several images taken at different exposures. The result is an image with increased detail in the shadows and highlights, closer to what the human eye perceives. Which of the following is not recognized as a standard type of portraiture? A. Candid. B. Environmental. C. Glamour. D. Ethereal. Ethereal isn't recognized as a standard type of portrait. Candid, environmental, and glamour are recognized types of portraits. Candid portraits are captured without the subject's knowledge. Environmental portraits depict a person in their usual environment. And glamour portraits focus on highlighting the subject's attractiveness or beauty. Ethereal, while it could describe a quality of a photo, is not a recognized category of portraiture. Who captured the iconic Afghan girl photograph that graced the cover of National Geographic? A. Steve McCurry. B. Robert Capa. C. Richard Avedon. D. Don McCullen. The correct answer is A. Steve McCurry. The Afghan Girl is a well-known photograph by journalist Steve McCurry. The photo was taken in December 1984 and shows a young Afghan girl with striking green eyes at a refugee camp in Pakistan during the time of the Soviet occupation of Afghanistan. The girl was later identified as Sharbat Gula. Her intense gaze and the picture's sharp colors made it one of the most iconic covers of National Geographic. What does the term ISO represent in photography? A. International Organization for Standardization. B. Internal Sensitivity Optimization. C. Integrated Sensor Output. D. Intense Spectrum Optics. The term ISO is often referred to as the International Standards Organization, but technically the group is listed as the International Organization for Standardization. When ISO is used as a camera setting, it refers to the sensitivity of your camera's digital sensor to light. A lower ISO number means less sensitivity to light and less image noise, while a higher ISO number indicates more sensitivity but more image noise. Modern cameras are now able to shoot at extreme sensitivity settings with virtually no image noise. Which type of lens has a constant focal length? A. Telephoto. B. Prime. C. Zoom. D. Fisheye. The correct answer is B. Prime. A prime lens is a lens that has a fixed focal length, as opposed to zoom lenses, which have variable focal lengths. Prime lenses are appreciated for their superior image quality, wider apertures for low-light photography, and often lighter weight. They encourage photographers to think more about their composition since they can't zoom to reframe the shot.
Hi, my name is Mackenzie, and if you're as passionate about photography as I am, then I would love to have you join me on my journey as I try to establish myself in the competitive world of photography. You and I might even have some of the same struggles, such as the lack of experience and self-confidence. Sound familiar? Or my own insecurities and doubts that I'm not good enough. I hope you're not dealing with other photographers like JD who want to see me fail because I don't know all the techno-babble he does. In each episode, I share what I have learned about lighting, editing, and running a business. So who knows, we might be able to help each other? To find out more about me and to keep up with the challenges and yes, hopefully my success, then visit photomentorradio.com.
Which photographer is renowned for developing the zone system in black and white photography? A. Richard Avedon. B. Henri Cartier-Bresson. C. Ansel Adams. D. Robert Capa. The correct answer is C. Ansel Adams. Ansel Adams, a well-known American photographer and environmentalist, is recognized for his development of the zone system. This technique of visualizing and pre-visualizing a photograph involved dividing the range of exposure into 11 zones, 0 to X. It allowed photographers to manipulate light and dark values in black and white photography to create the final image they envisioned. What does the acronym SLR stand for in photography? A. Single light reflex. B. Single lens reflex. C. Simple lens reflex. D. Standard light reflex. If you selected B, you are correct. SLR stands for single lens reflex. This type of camera uses a mirror and prism system that allows the photographer to view through the lens directly, seeing exactly what will be captured. The mirror flips up when the photo is taken, allowing light to hit the film or digital sensor. With newer, faster digital sensors and viewfinder technology, many cameras have removed the mirror, and when the shutter opens, the light strikes the sensor directly. These SLRs are referred to as mirrorless cameras. This technology has been available for decades in video and point-and-shoot cameras, but it is relatively new in DSLRs. When post-processing an image, what are the results of dodging? A. Creating a silhouette effect. B. Increasing exposure in selected areas. C. Reducing motion blur. D. Increasing motion blur. Dodging is a technique used in the darkroom or in digital editing software to lighten specific areas of an image. By controlling the exposure of selected parts of the photo, photographers can bring out more details or create an emphasis. This technique was used extensively when printing film negatives. But with the use of digital post-processing, the use of dodging and burning is performed on the digital image, not the print. A huge thank you to all our friends out there who joined us for this journey into the world of photography. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. If your hunger for photography trivia isn't quite satisfied, don't worry. We've got more to come. To make sure you don't miss out on our next trivia session, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/@photomentor. I am Charlie Clickster, looking forward to celebrating the art of photography together. Until next time, stay focused, be creative, and keep telling incredible stories.